Stop scrolling. Stay exactly where you are. This moment is not ordinary. Out of every face, every story, every restless night across the world, your eyes have landed on these words right now. And that is no accident. There is a thread running through time that has just tugged you back into the center of your own story. For reasons you cannot yet name, the universe has arranged for this encounter. This is not coincidence. This is a deliberate appointment carved into eternity. If you walk away in the next minute thinking this was just another video, you will walk past the key that opens what has been kept from you since the day you were born. The enemy is whispering to your mind right now, nudging you to leave, filling your head with small voices. This is nothing special. Waste of time. Move on. But listen, you were not handed over to this confusion by accident. There is something inside you stirring, reacting, because part of you already remembers what you're about to receive. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Feel that pulse? That is testimony. That steady beat is the drum of destiny. Angels are aware of you. A scroll exists with your name on it, written in letters of light, and the edges of that scroll are beginning to unfurl. What is being revealed in this minute will stretch into seasons. What I say now will not be mere words. It is initiation. If you want to agree with heaven, tap the like button as a small act of faith. Let that click be your signature, your consent, your first step into receiving. This is not about algorithms. It is about alignment. Now listen carefully. You have been crying in secret, haven't you? You have prayed prayers that felt like they dissolved into the ceiling. You have paced in the dark and recited names and dates and promises into the smallness of your hands. You have watched others be lifted while you stayed in the wings, wondering if the spotlight would ever sweep across your face. I want you to know this one clear truth. Every tear you poured out in private has been counted. Every whispered hope has been archived by heaven. Your quiet persistence, your refusal to quit, your tiny acts of faith when no applause came, they have been noticed. You were not punished by delay. You were placed in a season of preparation. The hard nights were not meant to break you. They were meant to make the vessel strong enough to hold what is coming. That silence you felt was not absence. It was alignment. Doors that shut were redirecting you to a larger hall. Rejections were actually guardrails, steering you away from a trap. The detours were not cruelty. They were cunning mercy. While you were waiting, the unseen was working. While you were weeping, provision was being arranged. While you were afraid you were forgotten, the angels were writing down your courage and passing it to the courts of heaven. Now here is something else you need to hear. There have been forces at work to obscure your brilliance. There has been a deliberate conspiracy, not of men alone, but of patterns. Words spoken against you in rooms you were not even in. Generational curses that whispered, "You will not be chosen." Voices put into your past. Agreements you never made. Shadows that told you your dreams were too ambitious. All of these were not mistakes. They were attacks aimed at convincing you to settle. But right now, that conspiracy is being exposed. Lies that have shaped your narrative will be unmasked. The mask is melting. The truth about who you really are is being revealed. You are not ordinary. You never were. You carry a stamp of favor that the world will come to know. There is an anointing on your life that breaks yokes and loosens chains. There is a calling coded into your DNA that will shift atmospheres. You are appointed to be a light in places that have been dim for too long. A voice that will awaken courage in people who have forgotten how to hope. Close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine not who you are now, but who you were created to be. See yourself robed in dignity, crowned with favor that rests like gold on your brow. Picture angels moving at your sides like a quiet army. Picture doors opening without effort, conversations that used to be sideways, suddenly turning into direct routes to destiny. Picture your life as a garden, suddenly blooming where there was once desert. These are not fantasies. They are the lens through which heaven sees you, and now that lens is being refocused onto your life. But you must also understand what has been standing in the way. There have been assignments against you, spirits of discouragement, people ordained to say the wrong thing at the wrong time, circumstances designed to make you doubt yourself. They have spoken over you that your past disqualifies you, that your failures are permanent, that your dream does not fit reality. Today, each of those assignments is being dismantled. Each chain is cracking. The enemy who thought he had buried your destiny is discovering that his work will collapse under the weight of God's plan. The weapons formed against you are backfiring on the hands that forged them. Now, right now, angels are taking new positions around your life. Strategies that once held you are being redeployed. Open windows of favor that you thought were glued shut are beginning to swing. The ground beneath your feet is being anointed. The atmosphere you breathe is changing. You are stepping into a season of acceleration. What would have taken years will be condensed into months. What would have taken months will unfold in weeks. What would have taken weeks will happen in days. God is about to make up for time lost. He is restoring the harvest of seasons you were denied. The wealth, not only of money, but of opportunity, relationships, and destiny that should have belonged to you is being relocated into your hands. And listen closely. Within the next 72 hours, the first confirmation will arrive. It might be small, but it will be undeniable. Perhaps a message you were not expecting, a call that rearranges your plans, a sudden opening in a place you had stopped hoping for. It might be a name called, an email ping, a check you didn't expect, a healing sensation in the body, the sudden easing of tension you have carried for years. That sign will not be the whole story, but it will be a curtain lifted to prove the stage is set. By the end of this month, a breakthrough will come that will make you fall to your knees and cry without shame, tears of astonished gratitude. This blessing will not merely meet the immediate hole in your life, it will overflow into every place you touch. It will create a ripple, a chain reaction that blesses your family, your community, and future generations. Generational cycles of lack are being broken today. The pattern of scarcity will reverse. Provision is being authored in ways you did not plan and cannot predict. Money that has been tied in wrong hands will shift. Resources that were hoarded by selfishness are being redistributed by a higher law of justice. An inheritance you did not earn, coming from sources you never expected, is on its way. Hear me clearly. A decree for debt cancellation, freedom from burdens, is being released over your life. Whether it comes through favor, unexpected intervention, miraculous increase, or sudden opportunities, the stress of how bills will be paid is about to lift. You will have enough. Not just enough to survive, but enough to give, to plant, to multiply. There are divine connectors now traveling toward you. People who carry keys to your next level are being guided to cross your path. Mentors, partners, friends, the right faces at the right season are aligning. Someone is being positioned to speak into your calling, to activate something that has been sleeping inside you. Pay attention to encounters that feel small or ordinary, because they may contain the unlocking word. Within a week, you will meet someone who will not only change your trajectory, but will accelerate your destiny. Healing virtue is moving into your body this moment. Whatever malady has weighed you down is finding itself at the receiving end of restoration. Cells are becoming unburdened. Pain that has lingered is losing its authority. Mental chains, depression, anxiety, the fog are receding, replaced by a steady, supernatural peace. Doctors may marvel, science may be puzzled, but you will know the deep, inner shifting taking place, and you will testify that something beyond human explanation touched you. Strength is being restored. Youth is being renewed. Energy you thought was gone forever is being replenished. For a season, an extended season of favor doors will open that shouldn't. People who should say no will say yes. Opportunities you did not pursue will appear as if prepared in advance and handed to you. For the next 2 years and 1 month, grace will walk with you as a constant companion. You will move through rooms with an inexplicable favor. People will make room for you because something in you smells like destiny. But be warned, the forces that were working to obscure your path have noticed this shift. They are alarmed. They will throw every distraction, every discouraging word, every delay in your direction to try to stop your momentum. They may use people close to you to speak doubt into your ears. They may conjure up circumstances that mimic the old pain. Resist. Recognize the tactic. This is the time you must hold fast. Remember what heaven has spoken to you today, and let that utterance be larger than every whisper of doubt. The one who has been assigned to block your blessing will be reassigned. The person who has secretly plotted against your rise will be exposed. The lie that has followed your bloodline will be unstitched. What former schemes meant for destruction, God will pivot into construction. The traps set for you will become the snares that catch the enemy. Right now, a hedge of fire is forming around your household. Invisible sentinels stand guard. No weapon that rises against you will prosper. Every tongue that accuses will be proven false. You are protected, preserved, and propelled. But there is responsibility that comes with this shift. Destiny requires action. Heaven's favor must be matched by your obedience. There are 3 clear things to do in the next 24 hours to activate this season. These are not suggestions. They are steps of faith. First, declare out loud, I am chosen. I receive my breakthrough. I reject the enemy's lies. I embrace heaven's truth. My season of waiting is over. Say it with authority, not as a whisper, but as a proclamation. Words create worlds. Second, clear your environment of things that anchor you in fear and doubt. Unfollow the voices that drain you. Put down content that stirs your insecurity. Remove the books, programs, and relationships that tether you to a small version of yourself. Make a space both physically and spiritually where peace can settle, where revelation can enter. Third, write down 3 names of people who must hear this message. Share this moment with them. Your breakthrough is connected to theirs. When you bless others, you invite blessing into your own home. The law of sowing and reaping is not just spiritual jargon. It is a principle that moves the heart of heaven. Act now. You have less than 18 hours to complete these steps for this particular window. Windows open and close. If you do not step through, the blessing may not be gone forever, but it will be passed to another soul who is ready. Don't be the one who waits and watches someone else receive what you were meant for. Right now, testimonies are pouring in from people who chose to act. A woman who clicked in faith found a call that erased years of debt in 6 hours. A family saw reconciliation happen overnight when one person shared this message. A visa denied 4 times was suddenly approved the day after someone watched and believed. These are not random coincidences. These are confirmation signs that heaven responds to decisive faith. So expect the unexpected. Check your phone. Check the places you ignored. Check your heart. The first nudges could be small: a text, a meeting, an envelope. But don't dismiss them. As this word lands in you, open your hands to receive. Provision will arrive in ways you did not budget for. Favor will meet you in rooms you thought closed. Healing will come in quiet moments while you pray. By the time the week folds into itself, you will be able to point to a clear hand of goodness in your life and say, "This was for me." I declare over you right now, may your body be restored. May your mind be flooded with supernatural peace. May your relationships be repaired. May your calling be clarified. May your finances be multiplied. May doors open that no human could open. May opportunities come that your planning never prepared you for. May the work of your hands be established. May your children and their children walk in an inheritance of favor. Receive this blessing not as a phrase, but as an entrance. Stand in it and do not shrink. Now hit the like button again as a final seal on your agreement. This simple click is not about an algorithm. It is your declaration that you will align with the windows heaven opens. Comment the number 7707 to activate your season. Share this with 3 people who need to be invited into this miracle. If you feel led to sow a seed of faith, do so with the understanding that giving invites multiplication. You are about to experience pressed down, shaken together, overflowing provision. Your season starts now. Your waiting has ended. Step forward. Walk into what has been prepared. When doubt comes, and it will remember the proof that is already coming. When distractions crowd your mind, remember this moment and repeat the words you declared. When you are tempted to shrink, recall the image of yourself cloaked in favor, surrounded by angelic attendants, stepping into doors that swing wide at your approach. This is not hyperbole. This is activation. Your miracle has been released. Your life will never be the same. You are chosen. You are blessed. You are protected. You are unstoppable. Go into the rest of your day carrying the conviction that something beyond human calculation is working on your behalf. Expect confirmations. Expect acceleration. Expect the unexpected. Allow gratitude to rise before the gifts arrive. Thank now for what is already on the way. God is with you. Angels are around you. The destiny written for you cannot be erased. Receive it. Believe it. Walk in it. Your miracle is on the way. Your story has reached the turning page, the exact chapter where everything begins to shift. If you thought the first message told you everything, you were mistaken. Because what you're about to hear is going to reach into the deepest places of your soul, the places you've hidden from everyone else, the places that carry your silent pain. But tonight, heaven is shining a light on those hidden corners. The real question was never, will I be blessed? The real question has always been, when the blessing finally arrives, will I be ready to carry it? That's why life walked you through valleys that felt impossible. That's why people betrayed you, why certain relationships broke without explanation, why dreams collapsed right in front of you. It wasn't wasted. Every heartbreak was shaping you. Every loss was preparing you. Those nights you cried into your pillow, those weren't evidence of weakness. They were sacred moments when your soul was being strengthened in secret. You thought you were alone. You thought no one saw you. But every time you picked yourself up off the floor, so when nobody clapped, heaven was taking notes. Those private victories became golden bricks in the foundation of your destiny. And now, as heaven begins to open doors you never thought would move, this is no longer about money or fame. This is about divine recognition. This is about honor. This is about walking in the strength that was always written for you. Something powerful is activating in you right now. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Your words will no longer be ordinary. You will speak, and doors will swing open. You will imagine, and pathways will clear. You will desire, and resources will rush to meet that desire. From this moment on, you are not just another face in the crowd. You are a walking miracle. The universe has reassigned your role. You are not a dreamer anymore. You are a builder of realities. People will look at you and whisper, "That's the one who turned the impossible into possible." Even as you listen, invisible barriers are breaking off you. Walls that have stood for years are crumbling. Chains are loosening. And the very people who once tried to hold you down will become evidence of your rise. Their opposition is turning into confirmation. Their rejection is turning into the reason the spotlight will fall on you. Pay close attention, because 3 signs are coming to you soon. The first will be inner peace, where there was constant anxiety. There will suddenly be rest. The second will be financial, where there was delay. There will suddenly be flow. The third will be relational, where there was distance. There will suddenly be restoration. These 3 signs will not be coincidences. They will be heaven's fingerprints on your life. But here's the truth. This isn't just about receiving blessings. This is about stepping into the version of you that was hidden under the weight of fear. It's time to burn the old voices that told you, "You're not enough. You can't do this. You're too late. You're too broken." That chapter is over. Heaven does not make promises it cannot fulfill. If this message found you, it's because heaven has no intention of leaving you behind. What you lost was preparation. What you endured was training. And what you're about to receive is inheritance. Right now, the clock is ticking differently for you. Every second that passes is no longer just time. It's a countdown to doors opening, blessings pouring, and destiny becoming visible. What's about to happen won't just satisfy you, it will redefine you. Right now, a shift is happening in the unseen that you cannot yet measure. It's like a storm has been circling above your life for years, and suddenly the clouds are breaking, sunlight pouring through in places you never thought would see light again. You may not feel it fully yet, but the atmosphere around you has already been rewritten. The chapter you're about to step into carries a weight of glory, forever, and opportunity that your past pain cannot compare to. You see, every seed you planted in tears is about to sprout in ways you never imagined. Every no you endured is about to transform into doors you didn't even knock on. The resources you thought were lost forever are circling back with interest. What you thought slipped away wasn't wasted. It was multiplied, stored up, and preserved until the timing aligned. And now, that timing has arrived. This is the moment where destiny accelerates. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a river that's been dammed up for years. The water kept building, pressing against the barrier, waiting for release. That's your life, right? Now, the pressure, the waiting, the frustration, it was building a flood of blessing that is about to burst through. When it does, it will not trickle, it will rush. It will sweep you forward faster than you thought possible. Some of you are about to encounter favor in such unusual places. It will leave you speechless. People who don't even know your full story will feel compelled to help you. Opportunities you didn't chase will chase you. Rooms you thought were locked will invite you in. Strangers will speak your name in places you've never been. And those conversations will open doors that alter your future.